Hi, our project is The Carbon Cycle by Rochelle, Estrella, and me, Nick. The carbon cycle is very important. Here are some key terms you will need to know. The cell respiration is a series of metabolic processes by which living cells produce energy through the oxidation of organic substances. Plant respiration is the opposite of photosynthesis, which is a biological process performed by green plants that create oxygen and releases it into the air. During respiration, plants absorb free molecules of oxygen and use them to create water, carbon dioxide, and energy, which helps plants grow. Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants and some other organisms use the sunlight to synthesize foods, carbon dioxide, and water. Carbon fixing turns carbon dioxide back into carbon, and combustion is when you burn fossil fuels. The carbon cycle is when carbon dioxide that was in the air dissolves into water, and then the water converts to coal, oil, and natural gas, which is then made by combustion of fossil fuels and goes into the air when we drive cars, work in factories, etc. CO2 is then in the air, but not for long because plants suck it up and turn it into carbon only. Then when you decide to burn your weeds, or if there's any fires, that plant burns and the smoke releases carbon dioxide back into the air. This is a never-ending cycle. The total amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is about 756 pentagrams. 1 pentagram equals 1 billion metric tons, which is referred to 1 gigaton. And the amount of primary production occurring in terrestrial ecosystems is about 121 pentagrams per year. Carbon and CO2 are not the same thing. Carbon only becomes carbon dioxide when each atom of carbon joins with 2 atoms of oxygen. This is important. Sinks are basically storage areas. For instance, carbon dioxide is a sink of carbon because CO2 is made of carbon. Water is also a storage of carbon. Any questions?